Left channel, right channel, center.
ENVTuber 一問一答自己紹介
Yeah, and the tape's
それじゃあ
rolling.
行くよせーのお名前は
Katt Phloxworthy.
呼び方は
Just Cat is fine.
あなたは何系 VTuber?
Nerdy cat girl who features space
誕
flight.
生日は
May 4th.
年齢は
Older than Pneumatic.
性別は
Transgender
身
female.
長は
4'11".
出身は
Sacramento County.
チャームポイントは
Dialogue hair clip.
突然ですがモノマネどうぞ
Yeah, what's up, Dad?
活動場所は
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube.
はじめの挨拶
Thank you for joining me.
終わりの挨拶
Bye.
推しマークは
Not at present.
配信タグは
Catlight feed.
ファンアートは
Cat pics.
ファンネームは
Cat's apprentices.
好きな色は
Iris Indigo.
好きなことは
Vintage computers and
得
video.
意なことは
Technology.
ここで一言愛の告白好
I love you.
きな食べ物は
Ethnic foods.
好きな飲み物は
Craft soda.
好きな漫画は
Pizza 10.
好きなアニメは
Planet.
好きなゲームは
Left 4 Dead 2.
好きな音楽は
Classic rock.
苦手なことは
Human stupidity.
尊敬するのは
Space fairy people.
叶えたい夢は
ISS crew
最後にみん
interview.
なに一言どう
Thanks
ぞ
so much for your support and a final status check.
Go Atlas.
Go Centaur.
Go Katt Phlox.
You have permission to launch.
3, 2, 1. RD-180 ignition. Booster ignition and liftoff of Atlas V and Centaur. Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for joining me. Hi, everyone. Katt Phloxworthy here. Yes, it's very early in the morning, which I normally don't do. I normally do things when it's somewhat resembling daytime. But anyway, I kind of forgot. I almost forgot, actually. I was in the process of setting up for this stream for this particular part of it. Only I just realized that there is a forthcoming New Glenn launch coming up right at about 3:45 a.m. my time, 6:45 a.m. on the East Coast, and 10:45 hours UTC. So we'll be playing a bit of Danganronpa. Trigger Happy Havoc in the meantime until the time comes, which will be right around 3:30, and that'll give me a little bit of time, actually just before 3:30, just to make sure I can find where the stream is that I'm going to be showing, and from there we'll be able to actually cover the stream. So anyway, we're like I said, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and play that. We're going to play Danganronpa, and I actually talked to a couple of nice VTubers when after I rated them, and they I'm gonna have to go and join them on their on the Discord server that they were talking about, so we could talk more about that, because apparently this is a really well loved game. So I'm really looking forward to playing more of this, and of course I also need to get the others in the series as I finish these guys up. Although the prospect of, killing my fellow students at that particular school is get the point. According to the way Danganronpa plays, apparently, and on top of that, apparently I am far from the only one who's going to be doing anything like that, because we're all trapped in the grounds of that school until someone does something, for want of a better way of putting it. Boy. But anyway, I'll be starting that in just a sec here. Just want to get a little bit comfy. But yeah, that's what's going to happen this morning. Probably going to be calling it pretty close to. I'm going to be probably ending the game portion of the stream right around close to 3:30 a.m. Pacific, 6:30 a.m. Eastern, and then we'll go ahead and try and catch that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and play the game. I'm hoping it's not too bad. I'm going to go check the check things real quick here and make adjustments real quick. Yeah, I may have to do a little bit of ramping it up just a little bit. Okay, that should be better. Okay, I think that should just about do it. I may have to do another check just before we go too deeply into things. There we go. I also had to mute my browser tab so then I can don't have to keep listening to myself as I work this. So anyway, what we're going to go ahead and do is let me go ahead and turn this up so I can actually hear the game. And of course, this is not going to affect you guys. And of course, I got to make sure that the game itself is in the foreground. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of hard to do it from, you know, watching it from my NDI screen. Load game. Prologue end. That's where we were. We just finished the prologue, and now we things are going to get interesting from here on out. So let's go. Load the save game. Yes. Continue. Is this okay? Yes. You kill someone if you want to leave. Oh, yeah. My mind froze as and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. Oh, I can only imagine. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight down around my neck. Yipe. Oh, hang on a sec. I just realized. I'm going to take a look at something real quick there. This won't take very long. It looks... I don't know why it's not doing the whole... Going to see a little bit of stuff on the outer edges, but no big deal. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Let's get to it. I took everything I had just to endure that wait. Chapter 1. To survive daily life. Oh, for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
And?
What are you going to do now?
Hey.
Just stand around glaring at each other? Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality. Right. She's right.
Listen to me.
Sometimes, even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget just such a simple fact, I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed.
You hear me?
Whoa. Boy, talk about asserting oneself. Please, somebody hit me. I can't forgive myself. Somebody hit me. Punish me.
Huh?
Jesus. If you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it. Absolutely true.
However...
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly?
Stupid.
Idiot. Look for a way out. Duh.
What the?
And we totally need to find whoever is controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of them. Yeah. Beat them into an absolute pulp. But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook. It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing before we do anything else.
This is fine.
True, if we stumble around with no clue as to what the rules are, something like that might happen again. Gee, I wonder if there's a pacifist type mode given what I've heard about this particular game, where absolutely everybody survives, or does somebody actually have to bite it in order to get out? Anyway, true, if you stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again. Shit.
Alright, so then...
Fine, so let's hurry up and find out, check out this stupid rules already. It's the e-handbook of Hope's Peak Academy. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. Well, big surprise. So, just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up in front and center. And then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected a school regulations icon. You know what this sounds like to me? Kind of like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, with the big words "Don't Panic" inscribed in large, friendly letters on the cover. Rest in peace, Douglas Adams, you absolute genius, you. Students may reside with... Okay. An itemized list appeared on the screen. It was the school regulations. 1. In other words, the rules being imposed on us all. School may reside only within the school. Leaving the campus is unacceptable use of time. Okay. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and be punished accordingly. Wow. With minimal restrictions, you're free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against the headmaster, Monokuma, is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Oh boy. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. Okay. So in other words, you gotta be able to do this with absolutely nobody else seeing you. Gotcha. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. I wonder if that's going to happen during the course of the game. We'll see, won't we? Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face from the screen. As I looked around, I see the same stormy expression across everyone's faces.
Stop fucking around.
This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not going to let them control me. Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Question is, where do they get food? Where do they get food? Shelter. Of course, we already have shelter. You know. Personally, I would love to see what happens when somebody breaks one of these rules.
However,
but if he got punished like what we saw before, I don't think there's going to be a respawn waiting for him. Yeah, more than likely. ...
Yo.
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
And...
So what?
What?
I made a ton of promises that I still have to keep. So that's so what?
Piece of shit!
Oh, jeez. So I can't afford to die in here. None of that has made sense to me, but what you're saying, will follow. You will follow the regulations. Is that it?
That's true.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah. I guess you're right. Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think that mean? What do you think it means exactly? Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered. Oh boy. So that's going to be an interesting one. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered? Oh, good point. I was wondering about that myself. It's saying that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it was you. Oh boy. But why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they're being explained to us.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them. Don't jab at me.
Give me a break.
More like a full-on stab. Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murderers or whatever.
Okay.
Now that we know the rules, let's just start exploring the school. True. We need to find out exactly where we are. Is there any way out? More than likely not. And what about foods and supplies? Yeah, that's what I was just asking. Certainly about the food side of things. Supplies I hadn't thought of, but the question is definitely valid.
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Let's do it.
Damn straight. And let's all start looking around. I'll be going alone.
What?
What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? Someone here might have already started thinking about murdering one of us. Possibly. Are you saying we should stand around with them in their midst and make it that much easier for them?
Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on a sec. That would never.
What?
Don't bother saying it. It couldn't happen. You can't deny that possibility. True. That's why you all seized up with fear when the graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong? Probably not. But so I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me. AKA he's gone into full self-preservation mode.
Just hold on.
Hold on, like hell I'm gonna let you run off and do whatever you want.
What?
Out of my way, plant. Ooh, not a nice guy, I see. I've already found one person I wouldn't mind offing a little early on in the game. What the fuck's that supposed to mean?
Such ignorance.
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean.
You're fucking dead.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Stop it. We shouldn't fight.
What?
The fuck you say? You think you're some kind of goody-goody little bitch?
You want to throw down?
Who do you think you are? Talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something? No, I wasn't.
You son of a
Fuck
bitch.
you. Wham. He punched me. And I flew back in a heap. Ooh, that doesn't sound pleasant. It was like something straight out of a comic book. I didn't even see the punch coming. It just suddenly right in there in my face. One second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air with the greatest of ease, maybe. I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten. The kind of people I'd been trapped here with. My common sense had just stopped functioning. Being around these ultimates had blown my fuses. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. And that was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade, before it finally cut out and completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, I saw what I saw was Chapter 1. Time Unknown. Oh boy. Huh? Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so where am I now? You now have access to the handbook menu. You can now use this to check a variety of information as you play. Open the handbook menu by pressing the F1 key. So, good old help key. Got it. You can use this menu to check the school regulations, the character information, character info on the report card section. At certain points, map and truth bullets may not be available. You may also save and load the game data under the system section. Finally, press F2 to preview the transcript. To review the transcript, pardon me. This records all pertinent info, so use this to review comments from everyone involved. Have a look. So there's some kind of metal plate mounted here. So there's some kind of metal plate mounted here. Is it to keep us all trapped here? In here? Yeah, I guess it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, shoot. One of the options, of course, was to have... I need to find my joypad. It'll be just a sec here. Okay. Oh. Great, I just realized I don't think I can do it once I've selected until I exit and need to an escape key. Oh, left shift. Let's see. So aim with the usual WASD keys, move reticle, mouse, of course. Talk and examine talk and examine with left mouse button. Exit room, return with R key. Observe with the tab. Change of view left, A. Change of view right. Okay, got it. Okay. Oh, interesting. This must be the key to the room, and it's got character's name on it, but which must mean it's mine, right? I'd better hang on to it for now. It's a notepad. I guess the school must have given one to each of us. Some kind of monitor. Just an everyday trash can. Don't see I don't see any kind of trap door or hidden compartments or anything. Well, that sucks. Oh, hello. There's a piece of paper hanging up on the wall which says, "Announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime." Oh dear. Also, the bathroom in the girls' room includes a lock of their own. Finally, we prepared a small gift for each of you. Oh, really? For the girls, it's a sewing kit, and for the guys, a tool kit. Sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. One stab will do the job, girls. Okay. For the boys, I believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools would be ample. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't think, just feel. Let's just all enjoy ourselves. Yeah. I crumpled a sheet of paper up and threw it in the trash. Some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves. All right then. Looks like, oh wow. Oh, I think we've seen all we're gonna see here, except of course this. This would appear to be the bathroom. Rattle, rattle. Huh? It's not opening. Guess it's locked. Unless it's nighttime, in which case they won't exactly have floating water, running water in order to flush. I wonder if it'll do it again. Yep. Looks like the door leads outside. It's locked. So some of the doors have locks, huh? Let's see. So I need to figure out what I need to use. Hang on a sec. Excuse me. I gotta figure out how to use that. I wonder if that key would work. For now, I should look around the room. Okay. Let's see. I wonder if... Nope, there's no... Looks like the door leads outside. It's locked. And of course, I haven't seen that. It doesn't seem anything particularly strange about the bed. Surveillance camera. I hate the idea that someone might be watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. I got no privacy. We're not allowed to mess with the camera, so I'd better make sure I don't touch it. Well then. No, that's not what I was trying to do. So I've pretty much seen everything I can see here, I think. Still locked. Let's see here. Try that. Hadn't thought to look there. Looks like something is in the drawer. It's a toolkit. Must be brand new. It's still in the shrink wrap. I really don't need it right now. Just leave it here. I'm starting to think I understand. I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be... Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and be punished accordingly. This is my assigned dorm room. Someone must have carried me after I fell unconscious. Well, that answers the question. The next question is, what's everyone else up to right now? There's only one way to find out, and that's get out of here. Before I do that, I'm gonna close my window because got some stuff coming. I got some noise coming in. I'm gonna put myself on. I'm gonna go AFK and I'll be back in just a moment. Stand by. Okay, I am back. Stand by. I need to do one other thing here. Make sure I have all my controls the way I normally do. Let's go ahead and head on out. Leave the area? Yes. I rushed out of the room to meet with all the others. But there was someone waiting for me there. It was like something out of an old TV show. Wham! Oh, it's,
Oh, Sayaka? Sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt? Mm-hmm. You make it sound like it worse than it is. I'm completely fine. I know how I look. I've actually built up some pretty good muscles jumping up and down on stage. That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from what when Mondo hit you. That's true. I got knocked out. Right there in front of everyone. I guess it revealed my lack of cool in front of the right from the beginning.
Makoto.
Oh, I'm fine. Nothing wrong here.
That's good.
That's good. That was kind of worried. Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here? Actually, I came to get you. Came to get me.
Listen.
Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall. Dining hall?
You see.
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. We decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we'd each found out. So does that mean that it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
That's good.
Good. I'll go on ahead and I'll meet you at in the dining hall then. Oh, great. He is right there, right across from me. This is where I just came out. My name and picture on the nameplate. There's no reason for me to go back inside. Looks like there's some kind of nameplate. Doors themselves all look pretty much the same. Excuse me. Yep. Oh dear. Yeah, that makes sense why she happened to check in on me. Because we're like next door neighbors. Sakura, Aoi, Leon, Yasuhiro, Hifumi, everyone's meeting up at the dining hall. I should head there myself. Right now, I'm just doing a quick bit of exploring before I do that. Looks like I can't get in here. Well, no big surprise there. Let's see, what do we got here? Women's room. Aha. And in we go. Yeah, I love that. This must be the dormitory or dining hall. It looks pretty clean, so that's good. Well, I guess that's not really important right now. With us being prisoners and all. Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should wait here for now. I guess we'll just wait here. Huh? You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Okay. Come on, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Is it really just intuition? He's thinking to himself. It's kind of sudden, I know, but here comes a tutorial. Okay. Right now, I'd like to talk about reactions. You're going to be talking to Sayaka, right? Well, while you're talking to her, some purple words are going to appear. Here's how they work. When purple words show up, if you press the right mouse button, you'll go into reaction mode. Okay. Oh, you're familiar with reactions. Well, just in case, let me explain. At this point, we have to do the WASD button. You can use WASD to make a selection and left mouse button to confirm it. Also, when it comes to the dialogue, you can review what you talked about. Look for more information. Look for more info. Talking to people about things like about this is called a reaction. Okay, so let's do your best for your ever important school life. You've gone ahead and used it already. Well, that's just wonderful. Make sure you keep it in mind as the story keeps on moving forward. Gotcha. So what time is it right now? What, 7 o'clock at night? You were unconscious for a pretty long time. I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might just go crazy. We're not quite there ready. We're not ready just yet. It's one of the monitors like the, this is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now, it seems to be showing a school crest. I don't even want to think about when he might show up on that thing next. Brr. And chapter 1, nighttime. She's flat. I'm not going wandering around. I'm just going to wait here patiently. We've already seen that. A surveillance camera. Yep. You know one thing I forgot to do? I forgot to go check this surveillance cameras earlier. I'll probably have more than enough opportunities to check them out.
Hey,
By the way, Makoto. Huh? What is it? Well, it's just I don't know about this about this continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. Okay. We just got cut off before, but I had a question. If I wanted to ask you. Ayaka wants to ask me something. I wonder what it is. Now I'm really curious.
hey,
By the way, Makoto, what is it? Just wanted to ask you something. What did you want to ask me? Did you happen to go to the Blackroot Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. I knew it. I went there too. I was in class 4 though. You remember me? Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as her question was, that she remembered me. We'd never talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was.
Hey,
Hey, are you okay? Oh yeah, I was just surprised, is all. I wouldn't have thought it was you'd remember me. We went to the same school for 3 years, of course. Of course I remember. Well, that's true. But there are all sorts of there were lots of students in our grade, right? Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I'm average at everything, and all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring.
aw,
What are you talking about? You're so strange. Maybe that's his charm. Who knows? Or at least to Sayaka it is anyway. Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I'd ever seen.
that's good.
Anyway, I'm really glad that I know somebody here. Yeah, that was one of the things I was thinking about last time, is that she somehow sort of put me at ease when I was looking at everybody throughout during the course of the prologue. So anyway, onward. Talking to you make me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. I'm nothing at all compared to you ultimates. But you're the one who helped me find my courage again. Not any one of those ultimate students. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. Huh? My assistant? Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you as much as I out as much as I can. So let's get out of here together. When she says things like that, it gets me all pumped up.
Hey,
I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll be showing up soon. Almost like he timed it. Taka threw open the dining room doors as soon as Sayaka said that.
Hey!
Ah, Makoto, Sayaka. So you two got here first, huh?
How unfortunate.
Too bad. I was sure I'd beat everyone here. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet. Well, I imagine given time you will.
Got it!
Well, I won't give up. Next time, I swear, I'll win no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit much, don't you think? And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in, one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting.
Oh, joy.
Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations.
And remember, at least one of them is a big-time liar. Whether the word pathological can be applied to that is another matter entirely.
The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here.
Assuming anybody actually gets to excuse me, assuming anybody can actually everybody can get out alive, that is, which apparently is not going to be the case. I don't know.
hold on a sec.
Wait, okay.
What are you talking about?
What's wrong? What about What's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl. Oh yeah, Kyoko. What about her? She's not here. What? I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads.
Huh?
Wait, nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could it be because...
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting. How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. Oh, boy. Well, I guess we'll have to figure out what's going on. And I have more than ample suspicion to think that she might have, bought the farm. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible. Okay. What a way to pump up someone's spirit, as it were. Is it possible? Was she really... No, I'm just overthinking things. Darn it, Kyoko. You're gonna be late like this on the first day of school? Of course. Funny thing you should say the word late in that, because who knows what's going on with her anyway. Because if she is dead, late takes on a very sinister meaning. Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. A most unbecoming personality trait.
Come on.
You're being a real jackass right now. You know that? Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything.
You hear me?
Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meetings has begun. Makoto, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. You know, what's up? I think I've become your personal assistant, don't you agree? Oh boy, you really had to say that out loud, didn't you? I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've already done so much to be as my assistant. Let's see. Surveillance camera. I guess we've already seen that one. I love it. They're all standees. I love it. So I guess I can't do any of those, and the only person I can talk to right now is Sayaka. It's a TV. Right now it's just showing the school crest, even though it makes me feel uneasy. Yeah. I looked up at the clock and I sighed. All right, Sayaka, what do you got for me, my dear? Okay, since you're in the dark about all this, let me lay it out what's been going on. Everyone split up to investigate different parts of the building, but
You see,
Byakuya and Taka both each went on their own, as did Kyoko. I wanted to try and find some clues to who's responsible for imprisoning us here. But unfortunately, I made no such discoveries. That's all from me. Really, that's it? If I didn't cover anything, naturally I would have done more. I would have had more to say, but I didn't, so I don't. Fair enough. Absolutely fair. Right, understood.
You see,
Now let's check it out. Taka. I spent some time looking around the dormitory, and
Listen to me!
there I made the discovery of the century. I found that there was actually one room for each person. Exactly one room for each person. Well, yeah, I figured that I figured that out before anything else.
yeah.
Each door was already had a nameplate on it, so all the rooms had been assigned already. So, each room key was attached with a keychain with the owner's name precision etched onto it. Oh, interesting. Which confirms that the room I was in earlier is in fact my room.
And plus,
And Chihiro and I found out that all the rooms are totally soundproof. Oh, I'm already seeing where that could go. And not necessarily for the occupant in question. Your next door neighbor could be screaming their lungs out and they wouldn't hear a thing. Gotcha. Well, each room also has its own a private bathroom. Each also had a private bathroom, which could also lock. But it looked like there was only locks on the bathrooms in the girls' dorms. Huh? When I checked in my bathroom door, it definitely seemed like it was locked. That's weird. I should double check that later.
Hey, come on.
Okay, so we got a bunch of rooms ready for us. They're assuming we're going to be here for a while.
Quiet down and listen!
Well, better to have than have not. At least we don't have to worry about surviving like wild animals. Oh, good. That can't be all of you have to report, Mr. Honor Student. Oh, she's disgusted.
Got it!
Well, that's all for my report. Let's move on to whoever's next. Let's everyone split up against and investigate different parts of the building. But
you see,
Byakuya and Taka both went on their own, as did Kyoko.
Listen to me!
Yeah, I think we've seen this already.
yeah. And plus,
Hey, come on.
Quiet down and listen!
Yeah.
Got it!
you see,
It looks like Leon, Hiro, Junko, and Chihiro all grouped together. Let's see what we got here. We all went up and down the school, double checking the windows in all the hallways and classes. We just wanted to see if we can get any of those metal plates to come off. What about the toolkits that they got? Probably don't have the right like wrench size or anything like that. And what happened was nothing at all. Not a damn thing. Couldn't get a single one to budge even a little bit.
what should I do?
There wasn't any hope of escape anywhere. The school really has been totally cut off.
This is bad.
This sucks.
Bad, 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 bad.
Boy, talk about really bad when you say that word about 7 times in rapid succession. It really sucks. It sucks. What the hell are we gonna do?
Hey, come on.
God damn, calm down. You're starting to make me nervous. I don't think we should leave right now. The atmosphere is unpleasant.
You see,
Dafuyu and Taka went on their own, as did Kyoko. As did we all grouped together. Same goes for Hina, Sakura, and Mondo. Celeste, Toko, and Hifumi were left over, so they joined up. We thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over. Got it?
sorry.
But we didn't find a thing. Sorry.
Yo.
I went back to the main hall, thinking maybe we could do something about that giant hunk of metal.
What? What?
But even with Sakura and me both, we wouldn't budge. We hit it with desks and chairs and nothing. Maybe bang it with your own head, you know. And again, I don't know if that pompadour would actually be able to take that kind of punishment.
Shit.
It was hard as metal. Wait a minute. It is metal, so what can you say?
Yes, indeed.
Well, yes, it is metal. Like I said.
This sucks.
Anyway, if we're going to get out of here, it's not going to be through here. It's not going to be through there. I feel like I could just cry. But no, I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration.
So then.
I shall tell you what happened next. It has nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the dorm areas, there was a set of stairs leading up to another floor. But there are gates there, and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out. In other words, at this point, we were only able to search the first floor.
However,
We can further assume that there's potentially something above the second floor as well. And if that's the case, there is at least a chance it may lead to a way out. Yeah, it's been interesting thus far, that's for darn sure. Alright, let's go to the next one.
You see,
See what we got.
let's see.
If I'm being honest, I can't say we acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym.
Most unfortunate.
Honestly, we are not exactly the types to go running around the school like a gaggle of junior detectives.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell are you thinking? Just sitting around in the gym the whole time. Well, I guess it's not like any of you invited me along. Nobody said, "Come with us." I blame you for leaving me out. It's your fault.
What the?
If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something. Forget it. Like I'd want to go anywhere with you, dirty slut like you.
Huh?
Slut? Your mind is as thin as your body. You make me sick to my stomach.
Are you for real?
I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met?
Hey, come on.
All right, guys. Everyone just calm down, okay? All this stress is bad for your skin, you know? Yeah, you know. It sounds like you two are so close. It sounds like you're fighting like sisters. I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka.
Hey,
So, that's what they had to say, huh? Well, I guess I'm the only one left. I had to look. I went and had a look around the dining hall. Found a fridge back in the kitchen, and it was overflowing with all kinds of stuff.
that's good.
I guess we don't have to worry about food at least. Sure, for now. But even with all that, there are 15 of us. How long can the food last? Ooh, interesting point there. You could just eat sesame seeds or something. Huh? What am I, a parakeet? I don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically every day. Keyword automatically. Question is, where does it go? Where does the fridge go when it needs to be restocked? Gee, I wonder if they could use that as a way out. Or do they have to wait until everybody's not in the room for that bit of restocking to happen? But at least that's what Monokuma said. You saw him?
Okay.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge. Told me that and disappeared again. He was so fast, I couldn't believe anyone could be moving him around that with a remote control.
That's...
A weaponized toy that could appear from nowhere. I can't tell if we were supposed to be afraid or not. But was everything okay? Did he try? He didn't try to like eat you or anything? Nom nom nom. Eat her? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about? Ooh. That bit of drooling is making me more than a bit uneasy. Come on, man!
Hey, you bastard!
What the hell, you fatty? What do you think? You're acting some kind of sleazy drunk, dude.
Actually,
Not like there's a good kind of drunk, dude. Yeah, I guess there's that. Hey, stop screwing around, all of you. Are you still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die at any second. He's right. We can't be making stupid jokes or something like that. We got to do something, or voice cut through the noise, interrupting Mondo. You're all spending an awful lot of time yelling and carrying on. Oh, Kyoko, I think. You really think you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation? Oh, great. Is this the one that has the rather strange relationship with the truth? Kyoko, where the heck have you been? We've already started the meeting without you. She didn't say a word. Instead, she dropped a piece of paper on the table. Huh? What's this? It appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy. A map? Whoa. What the? Where did you find this?
Wow.
It doesn't matter where I found it.
What the heck?
It does matter. You're totally freaking us out right now.
But more important,
Never mind that. What does it mean?
it would seem...
Just look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy. So what you're saying is that this is really Hope's Peak Academy?
It's true.
In terms of its construction, yes. But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations done to it. Renovations?
However,
I don't know all the details yet. All I found was the details about the first floor. You know, kind of like how we're not seeing anything above the next at the next floor or above. But then, this really is Hope's Peak. We didn't get kidnapped, then taken to some other place. So stupid, it's not even possible. This is where the country's future elite are supposed to come and learn. But if this really is Hope's Peak, then we're all the other students. Hey, come on, guys. Let's just stop talking about all this. You know, negative stuff. But aren't you worried? Things don't look good.
Yo.
Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? The people in charge of Hope's Peak put all this together, right? Man, if I got stressed up every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth. What?
You know?
Good things come to those who wait, right? So we just gotta chill and everything will work itself out. Or so you think. Okay, that just made a shiver go right up my spine.
What's your problem?
Why are you laughing? What's so funny? I'm just happy, that's all. It seems splitting up to investigate was a good idea after all. Haven't you been listening? Have you been looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out. We didn't find who's behind all this. still have no idea what's going on.
Oh.
Huh? It's not crystal clear as to you what's going on? Oh, great.
Are you okay with this?
It's perfectly obvious that we've been imprisoned in some sort of secret location with no way out. None of us has had any response to that. We didn't want to accept the reality, but it was staring at us staring us right in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have to go out and say that. I was trying not to think about that. No way out. We're trapped here. What are we supposed to do? It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill...
Stop it!
Don't even joke about that. Everyone just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here.
Seems like...
There's got to be something we can do. All we can do is adapt. Adapt to our living our lives here and living our lives here from now on.
That's...
Live here. Are you saying we should just accept it?
Do you understand?
A lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. I guess there's that. Survival is not based on who the strongest or the smartest. It comes down to who can adapt.
Actually...
Ooh, sorry about that. As someone who has come out top more than once, I have a suggestion.
What?
What do you mean? We all understand that we're trapped here, which means that we'll be spending the night. However, you all remember the rule regarding nighttime, right? Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas will be off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Caution? That's a rather ominous thing to say there, isn't it? Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly.
Let's see...
So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own. What do you mean? Going out at nighttime should also be prohibited altogether. school regulations do not exactly don't actually tell us what not to go out at night. I would like to make it official. You know, I was just thinking about that just now. She makes a point. They haven't exactly said anything about that. And on top of that, they were saying, be cautious. So that means somebody could find themselves dead. But why?
Are you okay with this?
The way things are now, every night comes and we will all start to get worried and anxious. Good point. We will all be afraid somebody will be trying to kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night for who knows how long, it will wear us down in no time. And possibly have someone dead sooner rather than later.
I see.
So you're suggesting we limit our activity at nights as sort of a preventative measure. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Indeed.
However, unlike the other rules, no one can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to it. Yeah, I'm already seeing where that's going.
What can we do?
I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the little goth Lolita said. Without something like that, we're just gonna self-destruct. Like I'm looking at something here.
Listen to me!
On behalf of all the men here, I agree to comply.
What?
Hey, you can't just decide to speak for all of us. You can't just decide to speak for us.
This is fine.
So everyone is in agreement? Good. Oh boy, I have a bad feeling about this one. Then if you'll excuse me.
Huh?
Huh? Where are you going?
Let's see.
It's almost nighttime. I want to take a shower before it arrives.
I hope you are
So,
well.
goodbye. Out she goes. Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. Her behavior seemed so natural, I couldn't imagine anyone trying to stop her. So, I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. We'll be spending the night, it looks like. Adaptability. So, Mr. Chairman, what next? One person already left. Well then, let's say we call an end to today's meeting.
You understand?
Like she said, it's almost nighttime anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning.
Huh?
Do we really have to stay the night here?
What can we do?
We don't have a choice. We can't go for long without getting some sleep.
This sucks.
So we just have to give up. Well, that's all fine and good for today. So what do we do for tomorrow?
So in the end,
Our only option is to split up and look around again and let everyone know if we find anything. Got it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we're done. Then we're done for today. Good. I'm exhausted. With heavy movements, everyone headed off to their private rooms. Makoto, are you really calling? Are you ready to call it a day? Yeah, let's go. And the room reassembles itself again. Is this really where I'll be staying for the foreseeable future? Oh, that's right. I should check the bathroom once more before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathroom should have locks on them, right? All right, let's open it up. Rattle, rattle. No use. It's no use. It really is locked. Oh boy. Wrong. It's not locked. Holy crap. He's talking about an overreaction. It's just like you. It's just like you saw a ghost or something.
What?
Like some kind of robot bear ghost? You blush. What are you doing here? Makoto Naegi, this is super duper majorly bad. So bad it's almost magical. Ultra magical, awful attack. In point of fact, I acknowledge that let's see. I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame. Wait, so the reason won't open was because isn't because it's locked? The door just doesn't fit?
Hey,
Didn't you see the notice? What, you can't read? The bathrooms and the boys' rooms don't have locks. I mean, a lock on a boy's bathroom is kind of pointless, don't you think? Well, not that it's pointless, I guess. But I'm no expert on the birds and the bees and all that. Okay.
listen up.
Anyway, a little trick to open this door, this particular ill-fitting door. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? You just gotta turn the doorknob and then lift up while you pull. Gee, I've seen those before in real life.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead, give it a try. Turn on the door and lift on the door while I pull. And when I did that, the door opened without a problem. See, it opened right up. Isn't that crazy though? Your door is the only one that doesn't fit quite right. I have a bad feeling this could be something. You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? Well, it looks like you're not lucky at all.
Bye-bye.
Anyway, I don't feel like being here anymore. Bye. Hey, wait. ... Damn it. Ding dong, bing bong. Time for that.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
Basically, it is curfew, baby.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Okay. Your point. And of course, they said there are no ironclad rules for evening during the night, any of the night hours, and of course, except for the one that they made up for themselves. I guess for safety, but I still think that nighttime is when somebody ends up biting the dust. Get my point. All I can do now is try and get some sleep. While still mumbling to myself, I collapsed into bed. My eyes closed almost immediately. It's not that I was ready for bed exactly. I was just utterly exhausted. It was as I'd spent an entire day staring at a TV watching movies. Or some kind of illusion where I'd been tossed into a made-up fantastical world. Yeah, it seems about right. There's no easy way to just accept the situation we've just been suddenly dropped into. So, that is how the curtain closed on my first day at Hope's Peak Academy. Soon enough, I was asleep. Would it be much to hope that when I woke up, I would realize it was all a dream? Probably. It's kind of lame, and as far as endings go, I'd be fine with that. Be fine with that. Actually, that'd be the best. Dot, dot, dot. Monokuma Theater. In any normal school, Mr. Monokuma would be a kind teacher. But when I think about what's coming up, I'm just full of pride and joy. Our ceremony earlier today was absolutely splendid. Thank you all very much. Remember that you're all students of Hope's Peak Academy and strive to find your ideals.
I swear to you, I will send you all off into a new tomorrow.
Not everybody, though, will be in that state, though, apparently. Ding dong bing bong. And there this goes again.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
Oh boy.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Oh, lovely. Apparently it's morning. Thanks to the total lack of windows, there's no way to know for sure. Like lack of circadian rhythm. Boy, that's gotta suck. I wonder if they make the lights go on and off during the course of the day just to at least keep that working. Anyway, what should I do now? Dot, dot, dot. Maybe I should go find Sayaka and we could figure out where to go from here together. She did say she's my assistant now. Okay, it's decided. I'm going to go to her room. With a newfound determination, I left my room. Come on, I'm going to take a look at that real quick here. I'm going to head to her room, okay? Good morning, Makoto. Good morning. Yes, morning readings are quite a delight. Such an energizing way to start the day.
You understand?
Now then, let's make sure we both do our very best throughout the day. Okay. Sure. I wonder if he is always like this. Oh, now we can get in here. Oh, the laundry room. Washing machine. Not surprising, this is the laundry room after all. Ooh. Thanks for rewarding me for doing this. That's all of them. I really want to smash that camera, but if I break it, Monokuma will break me. So I'll just have to try and ignore it. There's a swimsuit hanging out to dry. I wonder whose it is. Ooh. Rewarding me for my efforts, I see. This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Right now it's just showing the school crest. A vending machine. Always just nice to have a drink while your laundry gets done. That looks more like a broadcast camera than a surveillance camera, to be perfectly frank. Yeah, I think I've done everything. Let's go ahead and talk with Hiro. Hey, man. Good morning. What are you up to? I'm doing my laundry. This is the laundry room, right? Yeah, like I'd want to go and eat. Are you feeling okay, Hiro? You look totally beat.
Actually.
Nah, I'm fine. Just tired. I spent all last night trying to contact the spirit world to find out this why this is all that's happening to me. It took all the mental juice I had too, but turns out I failed. ... Sounds like something the ultimate clairvoyant would get into. Actually, is that really fortune telling? Maybe. Yep, we're going. I'm gonna slide the window open. It's getting a little bit warm in here. Stand by. I'm not gonna switch over to the slide. I'll just do this real quick. Okay, I'm back. Back to the dining hall, see what's there. Maybe get breakfast. Oh, wow. People are already here, I see. Good morning, Kyoko. Morning. ... This doesn't seem to be going anywhere.
What?
Did you need something? Oh, no, nothing in particular.
Right.
Well, then. And she goes, bye-bye. She left. Kyoko seems kind of, how should I put that, taciturn? Or maybe she's playing things cool.
Makoto.
Good morning, Makoto. Good morning, Chihiro. You know, we're standing and exchanging morning greetings, but we can't look out the window and see if it really is morning. Yeah, true. Sorry if that was kind of weird. You don't have to apologize.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. She looks really sad. I feel like I did something wrong. Good morning, Byakuya. Did he not hear me? Hey, Byakuya. Good morning.
Stop talking.
Once is enough. Huh?
I don't have time to play with you.
I'm only here to get breakfast. I have neither need nor desire to talk to you. Now withdraw. ... But he did hear me. He just didn't respond. And of course, it's morning. I can't even be sure if that clock is right. I don't know what to believe anymore. You know, I can't say I blame you in the slightest. One of them, yeah, okay. Huh? I don't think he's in the mood to talk.
I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry if I creeped you out. It's okay. Really. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, let's go do a little bit of snooping around, shall we? I don't have any reason to go to the school area. I need to get to Sayaka's room. There she is. There's a doorbell next to the door. I guess I should use that. Ding dong. ... Hello. Good morning, Sayaka.
Hi, Makoto.
Oh, Makoto. Good, perfect timing. Huh?
Listen.
I have a favor to ask. Let's check that out. A favor? I was getting ready to head out. If it's okay, I'd like you to come with me. Maybe we could talk. Yeah, sure. Where are you headed? I think that maybe we should... I was thinking that maybe there should be something around we could use for self-defense. Self-defense? Well, I mean, whoever's keeping us could show up and attack us at any time. You never know. Whoever trapped us here, whoever presented us with the rules for murdering each other, whoever put us in this insane position, she's right. We never know when they might attack. So I just want to be able to protect myself no matter what happens. Got it. A weapon to protect myself. Now that I think about it, that display case in the gym and the entry in the gym entryway may have had a bunch of stuff. Maybe. Oh, the gym. Okay, let's go. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Come on, I'm just kidding. I have amazing intuition. Yeah, that's always what she's saying. One thing I'm going to do real quick before we go too far, I need to go check the see what's going on over at see what the latest is about with the about what's coming up for the upcoming launch. And it says here, New Glenn is fueled for its third mission, carrying a communication satellite, apparently. And yeah, they actually, it looks like they're already starting to fuel everything up on the pad. So we'll see what's going on before too long, I guess. And I've been watching, and I'm going to continue watching that for the next bit of time. Plus, I'm going to check to see if I can find. Yep, there we go. Okay. So it'll be right around quarter after 3 my time. So we've got about another half hour and then we'll see what's going on there. I'm gonna need to go. I need to go do one more check here. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until things start up, and we'll go ahead and pick up coverage then. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get back to the game. Amazing intuition, huh? Am I so easy to predict? Anyway, I should head to the gym. Then again, also remember she knew about him before, despite their never meeting each other. For anyone who just hates walking around the school, we have some good news. You can now teleport using the map section on the handbook menu. It's as simple as going to the map menu and choosing where you want to go. However, you can only teleport to hallways and marked waypoints. Plus, you can't teleport to places you haven't been or places that are blocked off. No surprise there. And depending on certain story moments, there will be times where you won't be able to teleport at all. Finally, try not to teleport inside any walls. There's a chance you could get lost forever. Interesting. Well then, good luck and have fun. Ah yes, the wish always made to every gamer out there. I get that. Anyway, let's go ahead and go. Well, I'm going to do a quick little bit of looking around here. Let's see what he has to say.
Most suspicious.
Mr. Naegi, Miss Maizono. Where are the two of you off to? Man and woman growing close. Oh, you. Man. Hey, what are you trying to say? Like when two people are stuck in a hostage situation over the course of the story, they fall in love. Really? Boy, why do I have a bad feeling about this guy? There's really no other way to express it but to say,
I feel as if...
How very poetic. What is it? Is this a kind of Stockholm syndrome? Although we're not exactly falling in love with our captors, but then again, we're both fellow captees.
Hey,
Makoto, do you have any idea what he's talking about? Nope, I haven't a clue. And when he swears his love to her, there's a reason that he swears that love. That's the feeling I'm getting. Whatever.
hey,
We're going to the gym, right? Yeah, that's right. Good, then let's get moving. I need to get that. Okay. Map key on off. That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted.
I hope you are well.
Well, hello. I hope the two of you are having a nice day.
Okay.
Good morning, Celeste. exchanging such common greetings is somehow strange.
Is that okay?
Given the circumstances and everything, you scare me a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't disagree with her. Well, I'm off. Oh boy. Yeah. You get those too, huh?
Hey,
Did we get going? Yeah. Oh, that's not where we want to go. Nope, that's not even a door. Speaking of doors, I'd love to find out where these stairs lead, but there's no way to get past the gate. What's the point of having stairs if you're going to just block them off? Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. There's the doors bolting everything shut. Wait a minute. Maybe it's no, it's not here.
hey,
Yeah, let's go. Not there.
hey,
That leaves just that one gate. Okay, let's not this one. That one. Yep, that's the one. I wonder if that in that lower left, the lower right hand corner is the Bear Hotel. How cute. Toko together with those other two. Quite a combination.
what's your problem?
What do you want? You look like you have something to say. Oh no, I was just thinking about you three make a rather interesting team. Pretty unique team. Let me make this perfectly clear. Me hanging out with two people that have muscles where their brains should be, it's not by choice.
Just a second.
Wow, that was super mean. Yesterday, you were complaining how nobody invited you. That's the only reason I asked you to come with us. I never asked you to do that. Oh, gosh. Spoil sport. Stop trying to drag me farther into your meat dimension. Okay. Jeez, I can't believe she just ran off. You think we should go after her?
Wait.
We shouldn't pressure her any further.
Well,
Oh yeah, good point. You're like water and oil anyway. It'd be weird if they did get along. Oh, wow. Interesting combo. We have to find some way out of here no matter what. And that's why you went with Hina and Toko?
However,
Well, Hina's the one who invited Toko. I have trouble talking to people directly. Understandable. And of course, that one too is locked too. And there's the gym. Let's see what Sayaka's got to say.
Hey,
Here we go. I might be able to find something here to protect myself with. Yeah, I'm sure I can find something in the display case I can use. Oh wow, a bunch of different things right there. Let's see, blunt object, flash or poking. More than likely it's going to be a slashing thing. These are poking things. And this, I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff on the shelves above. This is a sword? Oh no, I think it's just a replica. Still, it's pretty impressive. It's completely covered in a gold coating, but geez, I barely touched it, and I got all that gold stuff on my hands. Wow, you're right. Your hands are totally gold. Even just for self-defense, I think that's a little. Well, I guess it's still better than nothing. I guess.
hey,
You should take it with you. It might help liven your room up a bit. You think so? But I guess you better be careful taking it back. You could wrap it up in newspaper or something. Except where would you get newspaper though? And just like that, it's been decided. I don't see anything I could use for self-defense. Hey, don't worry about it. It's not like you need it right away, right? Plus, if anything were to happen, when the time comes, I'll protect you. You'll protect me? Aw, isn't she cute? Thank you for saying that. If I've got you on my side, I guess I don't need a weapon after all. Sayaka giggled as she said that. Curious smile. I can tell it comes from the heart and makes me feel at ease. When I look at her, I honestly feel I can do. I honestly feel I can do anything. Okay, we can stop looking for a weapon then. But as long as we're here, might as well hang out a bit more. And now, the sword is gone. Oh my. Oh, what's this? A plaque. I guess it's to commemorate some sort of championship. Gold statue of Buddha. Why is something like that on display? Some terracotta clay figures. They don't look like the kind of thing you put in a high school gym. Ooh. There's all kinds of stuff on these shelves up above. Okay. It's a helmet of some sort. Why is something like that on display? Ooh, indeed. Okay, let's wait for the thing to assemble itself and for Sayaka to be dropped into place. Dot, dot, dot. I know I said I wanted to talk to you, but now that we're here, I don't know what to talk about.
Sorry.
And I was the one who invited you to come with me. Sorry. It's okay. I mean, is there nothing to talk about? We can just not talk, right?
Huh?
You don't have to force yourself to talk. We can just, I don't know, stare off into space or wherever. Stare off into space. Oh, but you're probably super bored just standing around doing nothing. No, it's not that it's boring. It's just I've never done it before. I don't have a lot of time to just do nothing. I guess that makes sense. You've got a normal high school student like me. You've got tons of stuff to do every day. Hey, this is kind of out of nowhere, but do you have a dream? What about you, Sayaka? What's your dream? I'd love to hear. My dream is I always wanted to be a star as long as I can remember. I grew up without a mother, you know. And my dad worked really late at very night. Really late every night. I was always home alone. I was just a kid, you know? I was really lonely. But that all changed when I saw a pop star on TV for the first time. She was so pretty, like a princess, and she could sing and dance. But more than anything else, there was her smile. Looking at her smile, I could feel my loneliness melt away. I decided that that's what I wanted to be someday. I wanted to give the kind of encouragement to others. Eventually, that became my dream. That's so amazing, though. You were able to actually fulfill your lifelong dream. Honestly, it's really incredible. ... I did whatever I could to reach that dream. Oh, that look on her face and those words are a little bit sinister. The more I see that. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Huh?
You see.
I honestly believed that as long as you kept chasing your dreams, someday they had to come true. But to do that, you can't keep your eyes off your dream, not even for a second. Even if sometimes it's a bad dream. Whether you're awake, whether you're asleep. To make your dream a reality, you have to keep your gaze fixed on it no matter what. In that world, if you lose focus for just a split second, you'll get left behind. You have to keep swimming against the current without even taking time to breathe. That's the kind of world my dream lives in. Is it really that tough? Is it not fun at all?
Oh no!
Oh no, I don't get the wrong idea. It's super fun. But that's exactly what scares me. Huh? I enjoy every day I wake up and get to do what I want to do. And get to do what I do. Everyone in our group is amazing. We're rivals in a way. They all mean so much to me. We've been performing together like since we were young. So they're all like family to me. Without them, I would have given up on my dream a long time ago. To work together, to fulfill our dreams together, has brought me so much happiness.
But that's why.
But that's the thing that scares me the most. If the world gets tired of us, then what happens? What happens to us? Then the dream dies. And those wonderful days come to an end, and everyone goes their separate ways. Sayaka. She's trembling. She must be terrified. She worked so hard, sacrificed so much to get to where she is. She must be terrified of losing it.
You see,
So that's the reason I decided to come to Hope's Peak. Huh? What do you mean? Well, they say if you graduate from here, success is basically guaranteed. Which means I could keep performing with my best friends for forever and ever. At least that's what I thought. I really did believe that, but now we're trapped here, but with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. While I'm in here, the world is out there forgetting about me. Minute by minute, we're all disappearing. But still, Sayaka, I can't just avoid to be stuck in here. It's the first time I heard her cry from deep within herself. She sounds so desperate. But I can understand why she'd feel that way. Trapped this way, the dream that she put so much effort into it is on the verge of disappearing forever. And that isn't something that can be fixed with a few kind words. The weight she's carrying, I can't even imagine it.
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to complain. I kind of killed the mood, huh? No, not at all.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. Sayaka, are you hungry? Before we head back, why don't we go to the dining hall and get some food? Okay. So,
Okay.
you want to make us something to eat? I might not look like it, but I'm actually a pretty good cook. Wow, really? What's your specialty? Chili oil. You mean the condiment? Just kidding. She just burst out laughing. Her earlier mood disappeared, replaced by a bright smile that I'd quickly grown used to. How did it happen so fast? It's almost like a mask, like some kind of neutral expression. Anyway, we headed to the dining hall to get something to eat before returning to our rooms. The only thing in my room is a fake sword covered in gold. All it does is make me feel that much more uncomfortable. Anyway, there's still plenty of time left in the day. I really don't feel like sitting here. Maybe I'll just take a look around. You're about to experience your time with free time. Want to hear more? Sure. As you live out your social life here, your school life here, you will be given free time at certain points. During your free time, you can spend time with your fellow classmates to deepen your friendships. You can also give them presents, which can potentially give them an even better impression of you. You can also get these presents from the Mono machine and in the school store. Come by early and often. At certain points, you will witness intimate events, and new info will be added to each person's report card. These events can also open up new skills, which will prove useful as everything plays out. We strongly encourage you to develop and deepen as many friendships as you can. Also keep in mind that when you talk to a classmate, time will pass. When you're finished, you will automatically return to your room. After a certain amount of time passes, your free time will come to an end, and the story will progress. If you prefer not to engage in free time, you can always choose to simply go to sleep and skip it. We wouldn't recommend this approach, but if you absolutely must press forward with the story, then anyway, why don't you try it out by spending some time with Miss Sayaka Maizono? She's the ideal partner to begin with, don't you think? Free time. Actually, what I'm going to do... Leave the area? Yes. And now I'm going to probably go ahead and see if I can save the game. I need to save the game. Hey, thank you, Donald. Good to see you. I remember playing this and getting way too emotionally involved. I enjoy the series most when watching others. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the kind words. And as a matter of fact, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, was mentioning that a couple of VTubers I'd rated, one VTuber I'd rated, and one of their mods was saying that they enjoyed the game a lot, and say I'd probably be enjoying it a lot before too long. Although right now I'm actually gonna go ahead and get ready to let's see. I gotta figure out how to save this. Try that again. I think it saves automatically. Oh, we'll find out, I guess, won't we? So anyway, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to come back here for a minute, and I'm going to go switch over to I'm going to switch over to an AFK shell. Excuse me, slide. I'm sorry. Ugh, man, I'll have to explain what might be going on with me at some point, just not right now. But in any event, I'm going to go ahead and start getting ready for the next phase of the show. So I'm going to go to an AFK slide, and that's going to take the studio machine where I'm coming in part of the way off the encoder, which is where you're actually seeing me ultimately come from, and then I will be with you guys in a minute because I'm going to start getting things ready. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, I'm really sorry about those technical difficulties, but everything is back the way it should be. Of course, we have the music back. That was the first that needed to come back up, and of course, the ability for my stream decks to work actually needed to come back as well, because they're not on the same machine that the actual streaming is done. In fact, none of the actual machines, all the machines that are more actively involved in creation of the stream, don't have stream decks on them at all. The only part, the only active part that machine actually does, mouse without borders. That's right. If that's what I think it is, mouse without borders. Trying to remember what that one does, but I know that at least there's one other program that basically does a really good job of matching display height and resolution between monitors, and it does a really good job of doing that, which I really like. But anyway, actually, what I'm doing here is this has to do with the fact that I use a piece of software instead of Elgato's software for the what am I trying to say, for the Stream Decks. I'm using a piece of software called BitFocus Companion, and I'm running it on a completely separate computer from any of the other machines. So anyway, we've got everything going here. Let me go ahead and get back to the regular everything ready to go. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and head over here. They've got a couple moments until they start coverage on their side of things. So we're going to go ahead and I may end up turning them we'll see how things go. Actually, I don't necessarily do that. I've done a couple of streaming shows before, but that weren't my own. But I know a thing or two about television stuff, because I used to help out. Doing volunteer work at our local PBS station, but didn't do I didn't get too deeply into that. But I still did a lot of volunteer work there whenever I could. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and switch over here. There we go. Just waiting on. I'm gonna turn that down for a little bit. We've got about just under 2 minutes until the things start. Apparently, they're gonna launch a little bit into the launch window, which lasts about 2 hours right now. And of course, we've got and apparently they're doing New Glen Mark. Apparently, it's Block 2, but the actual booster stage is actively going to be reused this time. At least that's my understanding. We'll find out as soon as they start actually doing stuff on the stream when they come up, which is just a little bit more than a minute from now. So we'll see what's going on. They haven't done any updates yet. Also going to take a look at some other things before things go a little crazy yet. There we go. I'm also doing some adjustments on my web browser, the one I'm actually used to watching I'm using to basically monitor the stream to make sure everything's working as it should. And actually monitoring the stream, monitoring the event itself, I have a window open on my OBS Studio that allows me to watch that particular source only. Here we go. Hopefully everything is good to go. And here we go.
Welcome back, everyone, to our second launch of New Glenn. The energy is high as we are prepared to launch a pair of satellites to Mars.
And land a rocket for the first time. It is an exciting day for the more than 10,000 employees here at Blue Origin.
Ourselves included, I'm Tabitha Lipkin.
And my name is Orion Cornell.
And this is NG2.
Wait a minment, I have the wrong.
To explore is deep within all of us.
That's not the right one. Hang on, I'm going to go back to.
Crossed mountain ranges.
Oh, the small. Let me try this again.
Sailed open oceans to map new lands. And
I have the wrong bit of video here. Hang on. Okay, we're at a 3 minutes and 57 seconds and holding. I'm going to go ahead and switch out the video here. Okay, now we're going to switch back over to the live event right now. Stand by. There we go. Sometimes, since we have a hold, since we have a, it's not an instantaneous launch window like most of these other ones are. These are at least we can actually do. We can do a lot of this stuff, like right now, they're doing some checks to make. I imagine they're doing checks to make sure that everything is working as it should ahead of launch. But sometimes what they'll do is they'll have a hold. In fact, during in the part that happened just up to where they were getting ready to launch SLS with Orion Craft Integrity at the top, they actually were on a bit of a hold before actually launching, and they had to launch very soon, otherwise they'd actually have to scrub it because they'd be running out of battery for the on the rockets themselves, on the rocket itself. Unfortunately, I had the wrong material up there, and well, anyway. We're back here now, so we're waiting on launch time. I'm gonna go take a look at. See what's going on over there. Hang on a minute here. Readiness poll is complete. They already did. Apparently, they did that earlier. Everything was ready, but they are on a hold. I wonder if they did I wonder if they were in the middle of terminal count and they did a hold, which means they actually had to not proceed with the count and actually start the launch. But it looks like everything, all the fuel and the oxidizer are both loaded on both stages. And first stage is what they call LNG, but a lot of times I think it's also, oh, here we go.
You are currently getting a live look at New Glenn out on the pad. We are at T-minus 3 minutes and 57 seconds. We are in a hold. Right now we are continuing to get information on that hold, and I will bring you that information as soon as it comes through. But for now, we're going to throw it back over to New Glenn out on the pad.
So basically right now, did they just... Sounded like they brought the music in and then brought it back out again. Anyway, first First stage is as a bipropellant of liquid methane, sometimes called LCH4, but in the case of ULA for their Vulcan, they call it LNG, or liquefied natural gas, and and then of course liquid oxygen for the oxidizer. And what that flame is the as the liquid methane boils off, it has to be released somewhere, and basically it's directed away from the site and then ignited and burned naturally. And then what you're seeing here, the white stuff that you're seeing, is in fact boiling liquid oxygen. So now we're waiting on more information as to the status of the craft, and see if it actually is going to launch or not. They do have a 2 hour long hold, 2 hour long launch window, and they can go all the way up until we're already we should have launched 3 minutes ago, but we got about another hour and 57 minutes to go before they actually have to go ahead and scrub the mission. And the second stage on this one, and then of course the first stage is actually it has 7 BE4 engines. 2 of them are used on the ULA, United Launch Alliance, Vulcan booster, on the first stage rather. And the second stage on this one is the BE3, which is uses a bipropellant of liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and it's the same, and it's roughly the same engine that is used on New Shepard, which is named after Alan Shepard, America's first America's first Project Mercury astronaut going into space. But the Redstone launch vehicle could not put enough energy to put it actually into orbit. That would actually fall onto Atlas, which would be, and the first of which, of course, would be John Glenn, who was the first to orbit the Earth, which is also why New Glenn is named for John Glenn. And an interesting thing about that is that John Glenn actually,
we were watching the launch of NG3. You see New Glenn out there on the pad. We're at T-minus 3 minutes and 57 seconds. We have entered a hold. This is prior to terminal count, and a new T0 is forthcoming. Now, while we're in this hold, I want to talk about New Glenn a little bit more. This isn't just a rocket, of course. It is a big step forward in how we get to space.
Let's see what they have to say about this.
At 321 feet, which is 98 meters, this is an orbital launch vehicle built around a single idea. If we're going to have millions of people eventually living and working in space, we need a much cheaper, much more reliable way to get there. It can carry up to 45 metric tons to low Earth orbit and 13 metric tons to geostationary transfer orbit, the higher orbit used by a lot of those communication satellites. Now, the first stage, the booster, is designed to fly at least 25 times. Every time we land it and fly it again, instead of throwing it away, the cost of going to space comes down. And the fairings, that's the protective nose cones that cover the payload, is 7 meters wide. That's about twice the usable volume of most fairings that are flying today, which means we can carry bigger and more ambitious things. New Glenn isn't just changing how we get to space, it's changing what's possible once we get there.
The size, the capability, the payload volume of New Glenn was all developed not only for today, but for the future. We have a first stage that is designed from the ground up to be operationally reusable. We have a second stage that is one of the largest upper stages to ever fly to space.
New Glenn being a reusable launch vehicle is so beneficial to future lunar missions. It's going to allow us to keep that cadence going, where we'll be able to launch multiple landers over and over again so that we can reduce the cost of access to the moon.
It is designed to be an incredibly resilient vehicle with a tremendous amount of mass to orbit capability. We can do anything from low Earth orbit missions where we're deploying a whole lot of small spacecraft to geostationary missions where we've got a large monolithic spacecraft.
We can do very large modules of future commercial space stations on a single launch. We can take dozens and up to 50 to 100 satellites per New Glenn mission. It is our avenue to significantly reduce the cost of access to space.
We've been working with a huge variety of customers, and they're really rethinking their business models because of what New Glenn unlocks for them.
New Glenn will be able to launch a lander to the moon in a single launch. That's an incredible capability that this one launch vehicle will be able to do. We built these landers specifically to fly with New Glenn. And that's what's so great about having the launch vehicle and the landers all part of Blue Origin, is that we work together.
It really is the infrastructure, the building block, the foundation of how Blue Origin will enable building a road to space.
We've got a number of programs we're working on which will benefit national security customers and other customers, providing on-orbit maneuvering capabilities. We're working, of course, with our own internal teams to deliver new capabilities that Blue is bringing. But New Glenn is going to be delivering all kinds of spacecraft today, all kinds of new systems, all kinds of capabilities. And New Glenn is the vehicle that can take NASA or anyone, anywhere in the solar system.
We foundationally developed New Glenn for what we think space is going to look like 50 to 100 years from now.
It will allow us to go to the moon, to asteroids and other planetary objects, and use those resources to learn how to live off the land in space.
New Glenn is going to unlock so much potential that we don't even know about yet. We're laying that infrastructure so that the next generation can do amazing things in space.
What's rather interesting about
see a live view of New Glenn out on the pad. We are still in a hold at T-minus 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
Yeah, let's sit on the rocket just for a minute. Looks beautiful, of course, over at sunrise, and we'll be back with you shortly.
Anyway, what I was going to say is that the second stages of Vulcan, as well as, of course, New Glenn, they are both liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen powered rockets. The main difference, of course, is, for one, the second stage for Vulcan and previously Atlas 5 most recently, they basically use a rocket technology that has been pretty much working non-stop for over 60 years. And of course the one that's on here, the BE, which is the RL-10 from I believe it's I can't remember if it's Rocketdyne or Aerojet originally. Now they're both one and the same company. But anyway, they and then there's another, and then of course the one on here is the BE-3. It's also liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, and of course it's a much newer design and uses a different cycle than what the RL-10 does. But both of them are definitely different from what most of the other liquid the other Kerolox or kerosene and liquid oxygen powered engines, how those work. But basically what happens is that the RL-10 uses what is called the gas expander cycle. Instead of burning the fuel to drive the turbopump, what they do is they count on the oxygen and hydrogen to expand into gases.
You are
and
watching
then
the launch of NG3. Right now we're at T-minus 3 minutes and 57 seconds. We are currently in a hold, and our team is working on getting you a new T0. Now, Alice, we have to talk about this because one of the best parts of watching a rocket launch is actually getting to watch the rocket launch. So let's kind of walk through where throughout the country you can see New Glenn take to the skies today. This graphic shows where you'll be able to see New Glenn as it climbs through.
I'm just curious if they actually have
southern eastern part
they have
of the
a
United
launch
States.
pad available
So
over
within
at
60 seconds, New Glenn will be
Vandenberg
visible
here in
across all of
California.
the Space Coast here in Florida.
And then within a minute and a half, NG3 will be visible as far as Orlando.
Within 2 minutes, people on the west coast of Florida will be able to see our launch.
And then around 2.5 minutes, we will be able to see it in Georgia. All right, we're going to toss it back over to the rocket right now as NG3 is out on the pad. We're at T-minus 3 minutes and 57 seconds. And again, we are in a hold.
But yeah, in the case of, say, for example, a launch to the International Space Station, those use what are called instantaneous launch windows, meaning they have to go at that very particular point in time. They just cannot wait very long at all, because what they have to do is they have to get ready to make orbital changes to place themselves on their way to the International Space Station. Mainly because they have to be just in the right, they have to be in the right area, so then they can start, so they don't have to use nearly as much maneuvering propellant in order to alter the orbit of the of whatever vehicle they're sending up there, be it a Crew Dragon, a Cargo Dragon, the Cygnus from Northrop Grumman, or Progress, or Soyuz from NPO Energia, as well as I believe there's also a Japanese one that sends there's a Japanese vehicle that goes up there using the berthing mechanism, where they basically take the remote manipulator system, the robotic arm, and then grapple the vehicle, and then bring it in, and then connect it to the berthing port. That's different from docking, where the vehicle can approach and connect itself to the International Space Station, which is how all crewed vehicles get up there. Anyway, going back to those second stage engines, the gas expander engine, what it does is it takes the liquefied fuels and turn them into gas, and then doing that, it basically moves a lot of. It then actually starts the turbo pump going to move fuel and oxidizer into the combustion chamber. With the BE3, it uses what is called a gas tap-off cycle, where basically hot gases coming from the combustion chamber come out, in addition to the stuff, a little bit of the stuff, in addition to the stuff going downward, propelling the rocket upward, goes and spins the turbo pump to move propellants from the tanks into the combustion chamber. And that one rocket that happened recently, that one rocket launch that happened recently, uses all tap off, which was the Firefly Alpha. It's all tap off cycle engines. And Firefly is actually in the process of helping Northrop Grumman make the Antares 330 launcher. Let's see if they're going to have some more information for us here.
Now, if you've just joined us, this is the mission NG3, the third flight for New Glenn. And now, while we are in a hold, we wanted to take a few minutes to share some of our big milestones of the lunar program. here at Blue Origin. On your screens is our Mark 1 lunar lander named Endurance. It just finished a critical round of testing at NASA's Johnson Space Center.
Yeah, you're looking at New Glenn on your screens, but there's that, there's Endurance. Yeah. Now, they did what is called a thermal vacuum test, or TVAC. Now, it does simulate the extreme temperatures and vacuum of space, so we can prove the lander will survive everything that it's going to go through and face on its way to the moon and the lunar surface itself.
And the place that this test happened really matters. Endurance went through TVAC in the same chamber that once tested the Apollo command module and the Apollo lunar lander, the same chamber that helped humans get to the moon the first time.
Endurance just got back to Florida. In fact, as I talked about with John, I got stopped in traffic as I watched Endurance come back, and we've got a full test campaign ahead.
Yeah, now that test campaign includes modal testing, separation shock testing, and electromagnetic compatibility testing, along with some vibration testing. Each one checks a different way the lander
the time has gone off, which means they may have scrubbed.
Each test gets us one step closer to launch and ultimately to landing on the moon. Right now, you are watching NG3. New Glenn is out on the pad. We are currently in a hold, and we're going to toss it back over to the rocket as we await more information.
Yeah, they don't have the. They don't actually have the time. They don't have the time until launch. Normally, looks like they just got a T0. Hopefully, they got a new T0. T-minus 22 minutes. L-minus 22 minutes and counting. The most fickle thing, apart from the vehicle itself and any kind of stuff on the ground, is of course going to be the weather. And of course, they have one of the stuff I like to look at is the when they launch out of Florida, they have Patrick Space Force Base. They have the 42nd. No, it's either the 42nd. I think it's the 45th Weather Squadron that goes out and checks various types of weather criteria and see if it's safe for them to launch. So what they do is they see if there's, like, for example, like wind shear, high altitude winds, stuff like that. Basically making sure that it doesn't... we have inbound. Vega, good to see ya. Welcome on in. I just happened to... welcome to the... and thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a quick shout out. So you were playing Inscription. I think I've heard that game before.
All right, welcome back to NG3. As you might see on your screen, the L clock is now ticking down from L-minus 20 minutes and 30 seconds. Now let's take a minute here. We just spoke to Megan Lewis downstairs.
Doing this is a New Glenn, and they're doing
but we wanted to
a communications
give you a little bit
satellite
of
that's being launched and deployed.
Like to be in mission control. So we caught up with Megan Lewis, and she's going to walk us through some of the final moments leading up to launch, as well as her family connection to the history of flight.
I think anyone who's interested in rockets is super curious as to what happens in this room as we're kind of in that crunch time.
All of the operators, we have our consoles up, right, which is just like a computer that has virtual buttons that will click in the computer to send commands over the fiber network to the vehicle and launch pad system. And once the clock passes that T-4, all control gets handed over to that terminal count sequencer that is now controlling the rocket. The launch director sits here in the back row so that we can kind of oversee the whole operation here.
Tell me more about this guy.
Oh, this is Wile E. Coyote. This is a tradition we brought over from New Shepard, actually. When they bring out the rocket to the pad, the flight director at New Shepard is responsible for placing Wile E. Coyote in the launch position, which is like this.
There we go.
Oh, really?
That's so cool, because there's already so many crossovers between the programs.
Right, and it's so translatable. The rockets are entirely different scales and entirely different sizes, but
that uses one BE3.
We have been able to learn a lot from them.
You come from a line of individuals who also did some great work, and your bracelet is a representative.
Yeah.
This bracelet is a charm bracelet that my grandfather actually gifted to my grandmother. My grandpa worked on the Apollo missions as an engineer for their crew capsule, and every Apollo mission that he contributed to, he got her a charm. This has 7 charms on it for the 7 missions that he worked, and I wear it for every New Glenn launch.
Meanwhile, yeah, I'm waiting on
The work that we're doing here and
for a
carrying
bit for a
on
space there,
everything that he
yeah.
worked on for the entirety of his career.
This screen is epic, and it is divided into, gosh, right now, what do we have, 10 camera feeds?
Over 24 million pixels, so it's about 47 feet wide here, which is so useful on launch day to be able to see what's going on.
They were up to T minus 3 minutes 57 seconds. Yeah.
What would you say is your favorite?
Don't know why it was, because I had the wrong feed. Yeah.
Engines looking back. When we separate stages, you'll be able to see stage 1 separate behind stage 2. That one followed.
Those
by
are the 2 BE3s on the second stage.
See
Yeah.
the booster land. So those are my 2 favorites.
What is your message?
And the interesting how they keep that thing from tipping over, yeah, is by spot welding it to the deck, yeah.
What we do and the sacrifices that comes from them and their families and their time off is not unnoticed, and it is just such an honor to be a part of that team, and they should just be so proud of themselves. That would be my message.
All right, friends, you are taking a look at New Glenn out on the pad. You are watching NG3, and we're going to toss it over to the rocket as we await another go, no-go poll for terminal count.
Okay, yeah. Was wondering if they're going to do another call, yeah.
Confirmed all external assets can support new T0 of 1125 Zulu.
Fixed ability by just welding it is great, yeah. T minus L minus 17 minutes and counting, yeah.
All stations is LD on count 1.
I'd like to stay and watch the launch this time, but I just finished an all-night stream. I'm going to go pass out and have an awesome stream. Yeah. Thank you, yeah. I hope they actually managed to launch this, yeah. And for those of you who don't know me, yeah, my name is Katt Phloxworthy. I am a nerdy, geeky, techie, elder geek cat girl VTuber, yeah. I do a variety of games. I was playing Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc, yeah, earlier, and of course now I'm covering New Glenn, yeah. And I like to cover a lot of technical stuff, as well as space flights, yeah. I covered the arrival of Artemis 2 back home, and by way of splashdown, yeah.
Crowd 2, you're approved to put those steps inward. All stations LD on count 1 with your go pull for terminal count. When pulled, respond go or no go. GC.
Go.
LC1.
Go. No go.
LC. Say again.
Stand by 1.
Okay.
Go.
LSO.
Go.
LC, I think is what they're waiting on.
Go.
RC.
Go.
ESR.
Not ready. Stand by.
Go pending the trajectory upload to the for the radios.
LD caps. AC.
Go.
Recovery.
Go.
PLI.
Go.
DMD.
DMB is go.
We have a potential no-go and a
we are go
not ready yet.
LP1 completing final PDI uploads. And Crowd 2 completing his actions from DA. GC, LC1, LC2 configure for terminal count for step 2-2 L7000.
LC1.
GC copies.
Sounds like they're getting ready for a terminal count, yeah. And I don't know when it actually starts, yeah. If I had to guess, it's right around T minus, anywhere between T minus 10 to T minus 5 minutes, yeah. T minus 4 minutes and counting. of course, right now we're waiting on... I heard they said one of them wasn't ready, and one of them couldn't make up their mind whether it was a go or a no-go. But I guess we'll see what happens in the next couple of minutes. Minus 13 minutes and counting mark.
You are looking at New Glenn out on the pad. This is NG3. We're at L minus 12 minutes, about 55 seconds. We are a go pending we are a go pending final work leading up to terminal count. As we get a new T0 time, I will go ahead and toss it back over to the rocket, and we'll keep you
We're getting another new T0? I guess up to terminal count, which I would have to guess is T minus 10 minutes. Is this NASA or SpaceX or someone else? This is Blue Origin, which is a completely different launch provider in this case. In this case, they've done, this is supposed to be the third flight. And in this case, they're getting ready to send some spacecrafts. There are some, in this case, we're going to be sending communication satellites to, don't know what kind of orbit, whether it's low Earth orbit or geostationary transfer orbit. And basically, it has a different type of and welcome in, Kitaro. Good to have you here. And I imagine you came in with Vega on when he raided. But yeah, this is the third launch thus far of New Glenn. The first one was a test flight. They were going to try and land it, but unfortunately the landing did not work. But the second one worked perfectly, and on top of that, unlike SpaceX, which uses those fold out legs, they actually spot weld it to the deck. I was looking since you were playing Danganronpa. Oh, good to see you. I'm glad. I hope you enjoyed me sort of. I was sort of a little bit on the... I was actually trying to fight a little bit of sleepiness here because I looked at it, it's like, oh my God, I thought it was only going to be midnight, but no, I thought it was 3:45 Eastern time, but nope, it's 3:45 Pacific time.
In 30 seconds, but let's spend a minute on Jacqueline. That's our landing ship, the one that brings the booster home. Jacqueline is central to how we make New Glenn reusable. The whole idea is launch, land, and repeat. Jacqueline is the land part. It's the floating platform that stations itself hundreds of miles downrange from the launch site, and it waits for the booster to come back and then makes the trip back home with the
And this is much bigger than what you would see picking a Falcon 9 out of the sky.
Jacqueline is the landing platform vessel where New Glenn will come down, land, and we secure it and bring it back in.
She's 380 foot long, 150 foot wide, and she's a self-propelled vessel. We are the recovery side of the operation. This is where GS-1 is going to land, and actually that feather is a center point.
We have to leave.
Talk about some scale there when they have people walking on the deck.
And we ensure that everything is working, everything is fully functional. We transit for 300 to 400 miles, depending on how far the landing location is. And once we get there, dynamic positioning allows the thrusters on board here will hold this in position within a range of about 10 feet.
We'll have a couple small changes of Jacqueline's position. They're going to feed us new coordinates, right? So we might move 500 yards this direction, a little that way, but we're generally in the area. And right up to like 45 minutes or an hour before, that's our final position.
And apparently they actually overshoot it slightly and
Once it's
then
mated
just
with the
move it
booster
in.
effectively, we'll start pumping high-pressure nitrogen into the booster, which will allow the detanking process to continue to make the booster inert and safe for us to operate around.
These are the transit stands. These are what we actually use to secure GS1 to the deck. Each one of these units is individually controlled. We'll have 6 different operators operating them out under the vehicle, and then we're able to lock out the stands, which basically rigidizes GS1 to the LPV deck and allows us to bring it home.
The complexity of what we do out here is pretty important because we operate in such an isolated environment. We're hundreds of miles offshore. We're relying on satellite communication.
The one thing about working on the ocean and in the elements, we fight it. It never wants to work with you. The best you can do is just get along with it. I hope people understand how important reusability is to this program. Us being out here and allowing us to retrieve these vehicles and bring back and reuse them, we reduce the cost, we reduce pollution.
My favorite part of being Team Blue is how everybody works together as a very cohesive group. This is really, really rewarding just to kind of see everyone marching together towards one successful landing operation.
Okay.
And it's so great to be able to share everything we know about Jacqueline with you guys, because I actually got to go out on the Jacqueline, and I can tell you they are a very succinct team, and they're very proud of the work that they do here at Blue, and we're very proud of them, certainly as part of Team Blue. You are looking at New Glenn out on the pad. This is NG3. We're at L-7 minutes and 10 seconds. The countdown continues as we get closer to launch. We are going to throw it over to that beautiful rocket.
L-7 minutes and counting.
Just a moment, because this is a beautiful day and a great day to launch.
But yeah, basically the since you asked earlier about whether this was a different one, whether this was SpaceX, NASA, or something else, and of course the answer is in fact something else. And what you're seeing there is inside the you'll see the outside the 2 engines, the BE3s on the second stage is an interstage, which sits between the first and second stages, which spaces those 2 engines over. And basically, the this rocket uses 7 of them, while the Vulcan booster of the Vulcan Centaur rocket uses 2 of them. If you ever see the Atlas 5, you may see a few of them left. There are only like maybe a handful left that are ever going to be launched because Russia. Basically, if you'll notice that there are 2 nozzles at the bottom. That is actually not 2 engines, but 1 engine with 2 combustion chambers and a shared turbo pump to move liquid oxygen and RP1, which is essentially highly refined kerosene that's used for rocket fuel. And that fuel is also used on Falcon 9's Merlin engine, as well as the Rutherford engine on the Electron rocket by Rocket Lab. And the next generation rocket that Rocket Lab is working on is Neutron, whose engine Archimedes is like Blue Origin's BE4, as well as SpaceX's Raptor, also being a Methalox bipropellant, and will use the same cycle, I believe, as
You're looking
the
at
BE4.
New Glenn out on the pad. This is NG3. We're at L-4 minutes and about 30 seconds here. Now, in these final 4 moments that are coming up, New Glenn is switching to its fully autonomous mode, meaning that the flight computer takes over and people on the ground stop commanding it directly.
This is where we hand off to Patrick Moore. He's inside mission control. We talked to him earlier. Now he's going to take us through launch and landing.
Yeah, we do not understand the full impact, whether it's full loss of A functionality or redundancy therein.
Uh-oh. I was wondering what happened with the... I wonder if they're...
All right, we've got Team Blue across the United States. We're talking Kent, Washington, Launch Site 1 in Texas, and of course, Huntsville, Alabama, with a live look at NG New Glenn out on the pad for NG3. We appreciate everyone getting up early, especially our friends out on the West Coast. It is early for them.
Someone
We will
with
be
a
able
kilt.
to hear from Patrick in just a moment. We're at T-minus 3 minutes into the launch of NG3.
Yep, just inside of 3.
Big shout out to you guys.
T-minus 3
We love you,
minutes.
Team Blue.
They're closer than they
There
were
is
in the
New Glenn.
last attempt.
Again, the countdown clock is ticking. T-minus 2 minutes and 40 seconds till launch. Shortly here, you should be able to hear from our Patrick Moore, who is inside Mission Control.
Almost exactly 2 years I got to see my solar eclipse, first solar eclipse live. It was probably the coolest thing I ever got to see. Wow. Were you in the area of totality or anywhere close to it? That would be interesting to see, because I've actually experienced one other, and that was in the mid 70s. Oh, you lucked out. Oh my God, you lucky dog, you. 2 minutes and counting.
T-minus 2 minutes.
And actually, one time they actually flew Concorde over in an eclipse track, so they could actually get information on that. How oddly appropriate that they use a supersonic plane to do that. Yeah, it went over Texas. Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. T-minus 90 seconds and counting.
T-minus 130.
You can probably hear our Patrick Moore just faintly. He just said T-minus 130.
Power internal.
They just moved from ground-based power to power aboard the vehicle itself. T-minus 1 minute and counting.
Rock, report range status.
In this last minute here, they've started up the hydraulics on the forward and aft.
Range
We
grade.
might start to see the engines
Oh, that'd be
gimbal.
good. 20
The
minutes north.
rapid,
Oh, wow.
The rest will happen very
Nice.
much so in rapid
AFSF
succession.
flight enabled.
And then the
So
next
the range is
15
clear?
seconds, we could be seeing what we call big water, which is the water deluge.
And that's what's used to...
You can hear New Glenn coming alive out on the
Use
pad
hydraulics internal.
at T-minus 30 seconds.
T-minus 30 seconds and counting. They are about to start the water deluge, which will act as acoustic. Will reduce the amount of acoustic damage that everything on at the pad will experience. T-minus 15 seconds. The deluge has started.
And the system provides acoustic. When
10,
on it will provide
9,
acoustic suppression
8,
to protect the vehicle
7,
from shock waves.
6,
and also
5,
the launch pad. There we
4,
go.
3,
Big water.
2,
We're
1,
T-minus 3 seconds.
0. Ignition. And liftoff of New Glenn carrying a communication satellite to points unknown, and the vehicle has cleared the tower.
First motion time. First motion time 11:25:01.
And New Glenn has cleared the tower. As you follow New Glenn's journey along, look to the bottom of your screen. You can
We're now
see
going
telemetry
to
there, as
seeing
well as
right
our
about the 50-second or so mark. They're going to go. This is one of the longest. About to go to.
Completing the pitch over maneuver, strakes now level. 45.
Auto sweeping complete.
It should be getting. Should be hitting. Let's see.
GCOSM perform post liftoff fire inspection sweep using LC36 cameras.
Great
Report
shot
significant or
looking back
persistent
from
fires to
New
LB.
Glenn.
We're about halfway to Mach
As it
1.
soars
Mach
to the
1.
sky. We're about a minute into flight.
Soon the vehicle will reach maximum dynamic pressure, which is the point at which the pressure on the vehicle is at its highest.
1 minute, 6 seconds.
Beautiful shots from New Glenn.
And what they'll do is they will now, they're about to go, they're about to breach the sound barrier.
The corridor.
Trajectory is nominal. Plus 1 minute, 20 seconds.
Mach 1. They have gone supersonic.
Oh, we can feel the rumble here in the studio.
The next event coming up is Max Q, or area of maximum aerodynamic pressure. They just called passing Max Q.
Passing Max Q, maximum dynamic pressure.
They got about a minute or so left in the burn.
Max Q, that means the vehicle is supersonic.
Parameters look good at full thrust. 1 minute, 45 seconds in.
You can hear.
What were the little beats? That's probably ice.
11 kilometers downrange.
And look at the blue color of those flames coming off those engines.
I apologize here. I'm repeating a bit of what Patrick's saying because it sounds a bit low to us. It might sound low to you.
They're already doing a gravity turn.
2 minutes, 10 seconds in. Less than 1 minute to Miko.
Less than 1 minute to Miko.
Oh, I guess
which
it's
is main
longer.
Engine cutoff.
I guess the first stage burns longer than I thought.
Wow.
Seeing good activity on
About
the
to
fins.
pass 2 minutes and 30 seconds into flight.
Trajectory is good.
Trajectory is good.
30 seconds in.
LDO. So
Look at the look at the length of that flame. That's insanely long.
Body rates continue to look good throughout boost phase.
A lot of things are going to happen really quickly. We're going to have Miko, main engine cutoff, followed shortly by stage separation, and then payload fairing jettison. Let's take a look.
We're coming up real close to Miko.
55 seconds.
Main engine cutoff.
DTC, no anomalies from the ground systems.
Standing by for Miko.
Standing by.
Miko confirmed.
They're calling Miko.
Correction. Now we have Miko.
Now they have the second, the first stage separates from the second stage, and ignition of the two BE3s on the second stage.
You're looking down at the two BE3Us.
And it looks like they're getting ready to fire up the engines necessary to do the. There they go.
You hear the cheers?
Pretty soon we're going to be passing the Kármán line, which is about 67 miles above the surface of the planet, and then they'll pop off the fairing halves. They just passed the Kármán line.
Just to ignition in full thrust.
They're calling jettison of the fairing.
We have payload fairing separation.
They called fairing separation, which is used to protect the payload from the aerodynamic loads. And now we're seeing a view from the first stage.
That beautiful blue marble.
Engines continue to look good. Seeing good TPC response. Body rates nominal.
We can hear that everything is nominal.
We continue to see good data coming down from ES1.
We've got our long-range cameras out on the booster.
Oh my goodness, look at that. That's beautiful.
Team Blue is hype.
I'm not sure if they've done the entry burns just yet.
While it is a little low to hear Patrick, Alice, you want to walk through what's about to happen now?
Yeah, so GS1 will hit apogee very shortly here, or might already have.
It already has. It's already starting to come down.
Confirmed. The booster will begin its descent back to Earth for a beautiful landing on Jacqueline.
The fact that they can do it with that much precision is just amazing.
All right, we have confirmed apogee. The fully reusable booster will start its descent back, as Alice just said, heading towards Jacqueline, which is our landing platform.
There it goes. It's starting. It hit its apogee of 86 miles above the surface of the planet.
We'll have the atmospheric reentry and the landing burn, and in about 2 minutes, 3 of GS1's engines will relight.
Continue to see good data coming.
And something that's about to happen here. The booster will go through those burns. The first is about 20 seconds long. The second burn will be at atmospheric reentry.
GS1 continuing through its turn. Body rates nominal.
Basically, that first burn that they're about to do is to reduce the speed as it's going down through the thicker layers of the atmosphere.
1 minute remaining until engine ignition.
At 73 miles, we're coming right around the Kármán line, which is 67 miles or 100 kilometers above the surface of the planet.
Everything
Should be seeing it real soon.
It's that little dot in the middle of your screen if you're tracking.
Engine pressures continue to look good. Body rates are nominal. 6 minutes, 35 seconds into flight. GS1's completing its exo turn. Body rates nulling out in pitch, yaw, and roll. Data quality continues to look good. Standing by for GS1 engine ignition.
Stand by for GS1 engine ignition.
Okay, should be starting the engine anytime now. They're calling it. They're showing that it should be starting right about now. There's the drone ship that it's supposed to land on.
Jacqueline there, past 7 minutes into flight.
And they've already started the engine burn.
Ignition on all 3 engines on GS1, and pressures and temperatures look good.
Standing by for GS1 MECO shortly. GS2 engines continue to look good.
Their engines are still burning.
Continue to look good. We have our
Pretty impressive how quick they got it up there.
Control.
Yeah, it is.
Of what he's saying, just because it's a little difficult to hear.
And GS1 MECO confirmed.
They just shut off the. They just shut down the engines on the first stage.
Awesome. We have the GS1 booster reentry burn complete. And next up, we will see the landing burn.
And unlike Falcon 9, this one actually has aero surfaces on it. And you can see some of the stuff just glowing in the engine bay.
GS1 descent max Q.
Passing through GS1 descent max Q. Beautiful shot.
Oh my gosh.
GS1 there.
Look at that. That thing is big. And that thing is falling down. And there we got some shock cones forming at the end of the at the leading edge of the vehicle, which happens right around transonic.
Both engines continue to look good.
Oh my goodness! Look at that. You can just see that. You can even see the bow shock there. That is insane. There goes the engine to start the final descent.
3 good engines on landing burn is what I'm hearing from Patrick.
Are they changing GS1?
They are.
Little low-level clouds.
Switch to one engine.
There it is. They're in the process of bringing it onto the.
Oh my God.
There it is, and it's touched down. Beautiful. There's our booster touchdown time.
I'm hearing cheers of a touchdown.
And pretty soon they will spot weld that vehicle to the
See a
deck.
lot of clouds of smoke there, but I'm hearing good cheers. Great drone shots there. There we have it.
There it is on deck.
Welcome back once again. Never tell me the odds. It's good to say that twice, Alice.
Oh my gosh, it sure is.
Never to tell me the odds. That is from Han Solo.
GS1 on the landing barge. Beautiful landing.
We love it when it hits right in the middle of that feather.
And they're going to put nitrogen gas, which is a bit more inert than, say, methane or oxygen, especially when combined and ignited.
Jack,
love to see it. Never gets old.
It doesn't.
Beautiful.
Back home on Earth.
The next the next event will probably be SECO, which are the 2 BE3Us on the upper stage shutting down.
It's nice to just sit on this for a second, isn't it?
Team Blue is still going nuts.
Yeah. You can see we're using our drones, making sure we get this beautiful shot for you guys. This is shortly the ROV is going to come in and safe the vehicle. 11 minutes into flight, because of course the show isn't over. The booster is back, but GS2 is going to be delivering our payload for AST.
Yeah, the next milestone coming up for GS2 is going to be SICO-1. We should see that here shortly. We'll watch along again on the timeline
on the bottom of your screen. Yeah, that's coming up.
But I don't know if they have any kind of
13-minute
cameras like they do
Now,
on SpaceX
SICO-1
on the
stands
second
for
stage.
Second stage engine cutoff number 1. The upper stage finishes its first burn and starts coasting.
And then about an hour and 10 minutes after flight, after liftoff, SICO-1, which is the second engine cutoff again for the second time, but a shorter burn. That burn fine-tunes the orbit.
That is for our AST customer, the Bluebird 7 satellite. Big shout out to our friends at AST who are tuning in today.
And they don't need that much of a, if they're going to use the second stage engine, they're going to use the second stage engine for that. They only need to make a very short burn in order to circularize the orbit. And that will likely happen at the apogee of the orbit, which is about 45 to be halfway around the planet.
Blue, we hear you.
The only thing is, I don't know if this is going to be a low Earth orbit satellite or if this is going to be a GTO satellite, geostationary transfer orbit.
Shouting out
early morning. Shout out, of course, to
our friends over in Kent, Washington.
And GTO is right around 25,000 miles or about 37,000 kilometers above the surface of the planet.
Rocket Park here in Florida, and our friends who are out at Cars Park as well. Hey guys, looking good.
They're
I'm hearing SICO-1 is confirmed.
They just called SICO-1.
Stage engine cutoff, number 1.
And now they're just sitting coast for a while. And if they use the...
we just can't get enough of seeing GS1.
I don't know if they're going to use it to circularize or raise the orbit.
So we have to talk a little bit more, as we mentioned, about what is coming up. So we just passed SICO-1, and then in about an hour and 10 minutes into flight, we'll have SICO-2. That is the second stage engine cutoff. Again, after a shorter second burn that fine-tunes the orbit.
Yeah, it sounds like it's just circularizing it, so keeping it in lower.
15 minutes and 44 seconds to be exact into flight. The AST Bluebird 7 satellite separates from the second stage. And that's the moment we officially deliver our customer payload to orbit.
Yeah, and of course, bringing back Never Tell Me the Odds is a huge deal for us here, but the mission isn't quite over. Those are the milestones that do still lie ahead. You've got a drone shot there, of course, Jacqueline, and the booster Never Tell Me the Odds. But it's been a great day to be a part of Team Blue. If you want to, you can follow the progress of what's happening with our payload on social media as the flight is progressing.
But before we let you go, if you like what you saw and you want to be part of Team Blue, we are hiring. Come join us. And if you like what we're wearing, we are certainly selling it. And if you want the mission patch, you can find all of it on blueorigin.com. Including the Estes rocket here that supports our nonprofit Club for the Future.
Yeah, we've got to give a big shout out to Club for the Future. We love inspiring the next generation.
I love the remove before flight tag.
STEM and STEAM. Of course, that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. Thank you guys for joining us today. It has been a great day to fly. I am Tabitha Lipkin. For Alice Watts, Ben Durkee, Patrick Moore, and the more than 10,000 people who work here at Blue and make everything we do
there it goes.
Possible. Thank you for watching. We will see you at the next launch. Gradatum Ferociter.
Absolutely a beautiful, beautiful launch right there. Second stage. Pulls away and lights its BE3s rather. So that makes 2 makers of reusable booster stages. I know know that they. I don't know if they've actually done it with the other one yet. With Rocket Lab. Anyway, we're gonna go back over here. I'd like to say thank you so much for joining me. Given that it's so early in the morning here in California. Oh my God! I actually had to fight to keep myself awake for the Danganronpa portion of the stream. So I thank you guys so much for sort of hanging in there and dealing with me as I just fight to stay awake. Because I wanted to do this because I wanted a good start to finish, not just of the launch but also of the landing of the first stage. Because that is too damn cool to see. And thanks for sharing great commentary. Thank you so much for the kind words. I do appreciate that because this is the kind of thing I'm passionate and I wanted to really talk about as this goes. So I appreciate that you enjoyed it. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and find someone to say hello to over on Twitch. I get to see a whole bunch of other different people who I would otherwise not see because this is I would normally be broadcasting during like the 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock hours on the West Coast, and on the East Coast that would be 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. See. I think I know who we might go and say hi to. I met her over on Voop Chat, and I want to go and say hi to her. And we're going to say hi to Sweet Hug. She is playing Zenless Zone Zero. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is one of the things I always like to do is send you some text for those who do not have subs, and for those who do. There is some text there. Let me go ahead and grab that myself here. And I'd like to thank you again. I'd like to thank you so much for. And I'm going to go ahead and start the raid right now. And, okay, we're going to go ahead and do this anyway. All right, I'd like to say again, thank you so much for coming on in, and I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary, and as I always like to say here at this point in time, Slavu Ukraini, and hope you have a great rest of your morning or afternoon or wherever it is in the world you are. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for putting up with me throughout this whole entire stream. And I hope you guys enjoy your time in the meantime. And until the next stream, I hope you have a great one. And I will see you then. Have a good one. Bye.